blue.com.
Yeah.
And I also work for Asia's Golden Orchid Productions. I had emailed you, and you had told me to call me too. So then you emailed me back and said you were going to be here.
Right.
So it was perfect. So I'm covering this for Asia specifically. She also wanted to know. She wants me to give you her number because she was interested in finding out if you would be available for a photo shoot in LA. So if after this is over, if it's okay, I can give you her number.
Sure.
Okay.
Actually, the way that you contacted me and my associate, that's who to talk to because that's my management.
Oh, okay.
And they'll take care of it for me.
Okay, that's fine. All right,
it's easier to set it up through them because I'll just give her the number or give them her number anyway. So she has to go straight to them.
Okay, let me just put this over here. I'm sorry, there's like a little bit of a mess. Like so many things they give you to carry around, right? All right. May I call you Julie?
Yes, of course.
Okay. I just would like to know. Some of these questions might be mundane, so forgive me. I know you probably answered some of these in a while. I just want to know what made you decide to be what made you decide to quit being a kindergarten school teacher and pursue a career in the adult film industry?
Well, I was teaching junior high actually.
Oh, okay.
And I knew that wasn't for me. I only taught a year and I wasn't very good at it. So I had waitressed in a club. I had waitressed in a club to put myself through college and then quit when I started teaching. So I went back to the dancing and I met some stars, Shayla LaVeaux and Alexis DeVal, and I was a big fan and I just started researching it and discovered it was something that I enjoyed. So
were they your mentors, so to speak?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay, I read on your internet bio, this is from Luke4.com, so don't hit me in the head, okay, because I don't work for Luke4.
Not a problem.
Okay, it says that Julie says her nastiest off-camera sex came when I made two male friends. Well, you can read it for yourself.
Let's see, what did I do?
I think right here. Is this true?
Yes, that's true.
That is true? Okay.
That is true.
Okay.
I didn't make them. Is that what it says?
Yeah, I think it sounds like that.
No, there was it was no, they didn't say. Yes, it is very true. That was.
Okay. So that was like your first. That was probably the most wildest thing to happen in your personal life.
Yeah.
Would you consider yourself an exhibitionist?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay. And I don't know why I could have sworn I've seen you in a picture or not. But are you into bondage or no?
I'm pretty much. I've dabbled with it in my private life. I enjoy it. It's not like I'm an expert or anything, but I've never done it on film.
On film. Okay. And do you consider on camera and off camera? Do you consider yourself submissive or dominant?
It definitely depends on the situation, but for the majority of the time, I think I am submissive.
Submissive? Okay. There was a film you made, by the way. I just wanted to ask you. It was a film with John. It was like a virtual reality film with John Doe, and Tom Byron was in it. You did a scene with him. Do you remember the name of that title? I know you've probably done like how many did you produce in your time?
About 50.
50?
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's not too many in 5 years.
Oh,
so.
really? Wow.
John Doe and Tom Byron.
You did a scene with Tom Byron, but it was a virtual reality scene where, like, you put some sort of virtual reality hat on John Doe. Do you remember what the name of that movie was? Or, it's not. I was just curious.
I believe it was Latex.
Latex? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything you refuse to do on or off camera, and do you pick the guys and girls that you work with now? Or have you always picked the guys and girls?
I've always picked the people that I work with.
Okay.
The only things that I don't do in my personal life or on film is children, violence, and animals.
Okay, well, that's understandable. It's a good choice.
Those are my three.
Okay. Are you single, or do you have a boyfriend, or?
I've been divorced 4 years now.
Okay.
And so, pretty much married to my career right now.
Okay. Were you? Was that any result of the adult industry, or no? Okay.
No, just.
Okay. You already mentioned the people who mentored you. Have you ever mentored any new stars or starlets now that you've been an established name and with both Playboy and outside of Playboy as well?
I'm in a management group called Risque Business, and that's me and Shayla LaVeaux and Vika and Nikita and a new girl, Carrie Windsor. So as they come in, it's a great family because they get the advantage of learning from us. And so as the new girls come in, we take them under our wing and
be able to, so to speak, protect them, tell them where to go, where not to go.
What to do.
Okay. Did you, forgive me for asking this, but have you ever had any enhancements to further your career?
Yes, before I was in the industry, I got a breast enlargement.
Okay.
And my nose has been fixed.
Oh, okay. That's a very pretty nose.
Well, thank you.
Okay. Is your family comfortable with your career?
They're much more comfortable now that they see that I'm successful. I have my own home. I have my own business.
Yeah.
I'm okay. At the beginning, they were a little afraid for me, but they see that I am safe and healthy, and so they're okay with it.
That's good. How do you like New York City, and why are you here today mainly? How do you feel about the First Amendment in New York City and our Nazi mayor?
I like New York. I love the energy of New York. But before I came here, over the weekend I was lobbying in Sacramento for California's First Amendment rights. So I'd like to see every state have a lobbyist and a national lobbyist for the Free Speech Coalition, and we just need more people out there protecting our rights. It's something that they'll take away if we don't fight for it.
Exactly. Do you think that perhaps sometimes certain things might push the envelope, whereas, for instance, say, like this show's pretty tame, but sometimes you think that it's possible that some people might use free speech to the people that are not, the people who are against free speech, how can I say this, might let something go on that goes over the top just so that they can see what happens when we let free speech. Is there any sort of thing to prevent that from happening?
I think it's just self-respect. There's a time and a place for everything, and you need to know where that time and a place is, and use your best judgment.
Okay. Do you support AIM?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And how did you get involved with Trey Parker and Matt Stone for Orgasmo? And are you a fan of South Park? And is there any other mainstream films you've appeared in or will appear in?
I got involved with them because their producers knew who I was and wanted me in the film, and so that's how I met them.
All right.
I'm a huge fan of South Park. They're great guys.
You gonna see the movie this summer?
Yeah, absolutely. And no, that's the only mainstream film I've done so far, but more will come up.
Okay. Can you tell me how you came about to get involved with Playboy and Night Calls?
I was doing a show for Playboy called Sex Under Hot Lights, where they highlight different adult stars, and the director of that had heard about the auditions for Night Calls, and so he sent my bio and things down for me, and I got an audition, and I must have done good in the audition.
Absolutely. Well, you're great on camera. I don't know who your co-host is by name, but I remember seeing you on Entertainment Tonight when it first started, and you brought a lot of energy.
Thank you.
Speaking of Night Calls, I once saw an episode where you fulfilled a woman's dream by making love with her and then inviting Peter North to partake. The woman was extremely sexy, and she looked too good to be an amateur, to be honestly. So I wanted to ask you if she was an actress or an amateur.
She's absolutely an amateur. We still keep in touch, but she lives in a small town in the Midwest, and that was her only screen appearance.
Really? Did they ever release that on an unedited version outside of Playboy, since Playboy?
It's on Essentially Julie.
Oh, okay.
That's the first movie that I produced under my own company, Ashton.
Can you tell me about Ashton Views and Essentially Julie, please?
Sure. Essentially Julie was the first one that I produced myself. It was about 14 months in the making. It's gonzo.
Okay.
It's just kind of my life, a little here, a little there. And Ashton View is, I don't put out too many films. I've got 3 out now. We're just releasing Essentially Shayla. Okay. And we did another one called Screenplay. Okay. And it's pretty much just my vision. I have control of the script and the people that are in it and the director. And I really I don't put out 4 movies a month or anything, it's just kind of quality control, absolutely.
Okay. Can you tell me about this? I got this from your internet site. It was an experience, I think it was a college guy you went out with, and then subsequently you guys took some pictures together for your website, or for some website. There was some pictures with the college guy, or something like that?
Oh, actually, it's not. It was, he wrote me. He was a fan. And, it wasn't my college. He just wrote me and asked me to go to his spring formal. Okay. And so Shayla and I said sure, and so we flew out and took him to dinner and went to their formal with him, and
you had a good time.
Absolutely.
You must have made his day. Okay. What guys you love to work with and why, and what girls you love to work with and why?
obviously Shayla. She's my best friend.
Okay.
Just love her. All the risque girls, Vika, Nikita, Carrie, Raven S. You know, they're the closest to my heart because they're part of my family.
Sure.
The guys, I like all the guys. You know, it's a professional relationship, so it's not like I have favorites that I'm in love with somebody or it's who can get the job done and who enjoys being there. You know, and that's what all it's about.
Okay. What is your favorite sexual position, and do you like facials, and does cock size matter to you?
My favorite sexual position is anal.
Okay.
On my stomach. Cock size does not matter at all. And yes, I enjoy facials very much.
Okay. Does your on-screen sex life affect your performance in your private life, or vice versa?
I don't think it does anymore. I think at the beginning I think that it made me a little wilder in my private life, but now I think that I'm kind of the same all the time.
Okay, so like you kind of like mellowed out, you'd say?
Yeah, I think so.
Where do you think the adult end in the new millennium? Where do you see it heading from your point of view as an actor, star, producer?
I see it cycling back around to the times when it was on film, where there's so much product out there right now, but it's also becoming more readily available through the internet. So I think that when it gets to the point that you can download a whole movie from your TV, from satellite, which obviously that's where it's going to go.
Yes.
Quality, the public is going to demand quality again.
Okay. I only have 3 more, then I know you look cold. Okay. All right. And besides your production company, what else is on your agenda for the near future or far future?
I have a production deal with Playboy, so I'm shooting a lot of things for them.
Okay.
My website, Club Juli, and also Adult Diary.
Okay.
We do a lot with the internet. I think that's mainly the focus where I'm heading is internet and my production company. Okay.
What advice do you give men and women who want to enter porn? What would you tell a man or a woman if they went up to you and said, I want to enter porn, how do I do it? Or they were going to do it and they went up to you and said, can you give me some advice? What would you tell men and women?
The first thing I would say would be to make absolutely sure that this is what you want to do, because even if you put out one, it'll change your life. Yeah. Somebody somewhere might see it, a boss or so just make sure
this is what you want.
That this is forever. Okay. You know, you can't take it back once you've done it. So be sure, and then just ask a lot of questions. Don't be afraid. People will tell you, and so don't go into it blindly.
Okay. And the last question is, can you leave a message for your fans? Just anything you want to say to your fans so that
just to spread the joy, and sex is love, and it's a positive force out there, and to use it wisely, but to spread that joy.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.